your heart, we need your soul, we need your strength through this cold world. We need your voice, speak your truth. We need you, we need you. Hello people, hey, how you doing? Hey, so let's get to it. Okay, so my name is Kia B Spiritual Gown. Okay, this is the name of this channel. If you already liking the vibe, ooh, excuse me, go ahead and like and subscribe. Okay, come down below and hit that notification button so you get notified when I post. So all the beautiful people who've already been subscribing to me because of my spiritual content, this is also spiritual content too, by the way, because life itself is spiritual. So I mean, like, spiritual life. Anyway, I want to say thank you for the 303, I cannot talk today, the 300 subscribers. Okay, and I know it's gonna be many more. Okay, I know it. I know. Okay, so let's go and get to this video and let's talk about how my trip to New York changed. Oh my god. My trip to New York changed my life, okay? Or at least the route that it was going. So let's get to it. Okay, so before I went to New York, I was I was finna get ready to dive into nursing school. I had got accepted to nursing school. Yeah, I got accepted to nursing school, and as I came back, the plan was to start nursing school, and yeah, that was the plan. But that's not how things turned out, okay? And I'm trying to see how I'm going to tell the story, because let's just start. So how old am I? I'm 21 years old, right? I turned 21 in July. Hey, my fellow Cancers. Hey, how y'all doing? Anyway, I'm a Cancer, but sometimes I feel like a Gemini. Or what else? Or a fire sign shit. But anyway, let me stop getting off topic. So before I get into the rest of New York, I gotta get to the back story. So this time last year, I had graduated community college. I did my 2 years and I got my associate's degree. And by then I had realized that the plan that was set for me after I graduate community college, or like transferring to another school to go, I mean, it was a lot of like trying to figure out, okay, this is what I want to do, how I'm going to do it, and what way of me doing it would be best for me. Like I was, or also feel like I need to do what it is that my parents or my family want me to do. So it's like, okay, are we going to do psychology? Are we going to do acting? Are we going to go to this school? Should I go to this school because it's out of state? Because I was like, I wanted to go to a specific school for acting, but it was a predominantly white school, and I did a little research on that, and I wasn't really feeling like me going to a predominantly white school for acting as a black actor. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what the fuck? So I started looking into, like, I think it was FAMU. I went on FAMU. What? Shit. What do you folk call? It's the school that Black Panther, what is his name? Rest in peace to his soul. What's his name? I'm sorry, y'all, I can't think of his name. Why I can't think of his name? But Black Panther, the man that played Black Panther, I don't know why his name is not coming to my mind. Not Michael B. Jordan, because what the, y'all know who I'm talking about. So the school that he went to, I can't fucking, is in Maryland, Baltimore, but you know, it's a HBCU, right? Anyway, yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh, should I go there? Then I was looking at the prices. I was overthinking and overanalyzing every fucking thing. Okay, then I was like, oh my gosh, should I, bruh, I'm gonna be in debt after all these college, all this shit. What the fuck? So then I was like, you can be an actor without even going to school, kid. So like, what? So I was doing all this in my mind. And then I was like, you know what? We're going to do, I was like, okay, acting. Forgot about acting. I was like, oh yeah, I sing as well. I want to be a singer, da da da. Yeah, I know I was all over the place. But there's a reason why it was a year from now. There's a reason why we should know that when you in a state of panic, that shit don't always that shit is temporary, because a lot has happened since a year from now for me. But anyway, back to the story. So I was like, okay, we're gonna buy me some more equipment for my studio and these songs and stuff like that. Before I did that, I got a job in Walmart. Bought my stuff. I'm working in Walmart. Bought my stuff, and I soon but surely found out it is not that easy. I was like, oh my god, how do I make my own beats? Trying to figure out how to make beats. I made my own beat. Oh my god, I should probably insert like my first beat that I made. If I can find it. Anyway, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be in that bitch acapella. But anyway, before I even got through the song process, last year was at a state of where my emotions were bigger than me, and I had not mastered the state of not involving your emotions in every fucking thing, or not taking shit so seriously. Like now, like I don't take shit that seriously. Like I don't get my emotions caught up in every fucking thing that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like work, job, especially Walmart, girl. But anyway, I was so emotionally tied up within my job and the people that was there. I was like, you know what, bitch, I quit. I didn't even say I quit. I just did not show up. And that was that. And then a month or two later, I ended up getting a job at KFC. And why the fuck did I do that? For lesser pay. And the job was more of a headache because Walmart is more slower paced. And, you know, fast food is a lot. So that was, that didn't last no time either. So I was like, I quit that job. And, you know, of course, I'm dealing with like my mother and my family. Like, what do you want to do? You don't want to do anything, and da da da. But literally, I was searching within myself, and I was like, oh my god, da da da. Little knowing that like it wasn't me. Wait, no, not gonna say it was all of me, because I could have been stayed at Walmart, or I could have. I don't know about KFC. KFC was too much for me. But I could have been stayed at Walmart if I just did not. If I would have just kept going. Like, I literally felt like the world had fell on my fucking neck, and I couldn't. This is how I was feeling emotionally. I went through a lot of. That was after that. But while being at KFC, I got myself into a little quick relationship that I quickly got out of, because it was like I was giving a lot of myself, and I had realized, yeah, this is not the person I need to be with. Gotta stop going back. So I let that go. Okay. Then I was figuring things out. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a hairdresser. Tried doing natural hair, other people's natural hair. It was a hot ass mess. I wish I I'm trying to see if I can find the fucking pictures of when I did some of my family members' hair, trying to advertise. I used to put on Facebook. I was like, I'm doing hair, blah blah blah. It was a hot ass man, bitch. They were like, oh my god, maybe I should go back to school for hair and da da da. I was trying to do things. All the stuff that I wanted to do involved a lot of money that I did not have. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a nutritionist because I'm into nutrition. But then to get certified as a nutritionist, bitch, you gotta have money. Then the right nutritionist, to make sure you're accredited, you gotta have money that I did not have. So I was like, okay. I literally feel like it was no way out of it was not a way out of what I was going through at the moment. So what happened then? Trying to see. Literally during that time of darkness, because I was literally trying to see like what am I not doing right, literally knowing that it was like me, and also feeling like I had failed. Like it was a lot of me self-sabotage, and like also not knowing that a lot of things happen or don't go my way. It's a part of growth, self-growth, like growing. Like you gotta experience things. Like things are not gonna always be okay. And I feel like me being in school and working are two different things. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like being this, you graduate high school and then you get into college, and it's like okay, but then you're working and you're in college. You know, it's different. So I went from being in school and then working just like that. Like it was very different. It was a lot of different things that was like, I just feel like I couldn't get a grip. That was like, I don't know. I was going through a fucking mess. And what got me through was Cleo Soul, honey. Listen to her while crying and praying for something to happen. Then fast forward to after, you know, KFC and that breakup or whatever. This little breakup was like big for me, and it's gonna be like a year since I left that person alone, because I kept going back to this person. Kept going back to this person. But after all that, fast forward, I was like, my sister was going to school for nursing. She's like, I think you should do nursing. You know, they do nursing, is different types of nursing. I was like, okay, we'll do that or whatever. And I was trying to convince myself, okay, I'm into health, blah blah blah, but I want to be, let's be a holistic, my goal would be to be a holistic nurse. I was like, okay. So I ended up having to take two classes before I actually get into the nursing program. I took them 2 classes, child. And I was taking on class. I started taking my first class, and I think I finished with it. Then I had got the opportunity, well, while I was like doing nursing, I just did not feel, no, I did not want to do it. And it's not in the state of like, okay, you know, it's something that you, like, I know I never, ever saw myself to be a nurse. Ever. Ever. I mean, around here, I know a lot of people went for nursing because of the money. And stuff like that. It lost its sweetness, you know. Anyway, I know a lot of people around here, you know, do nursing for the money, but for me, it's like I have to somewhat feel like, especially like me getting into a nursing program, taking them classes, we just taking the class, you know, doing normal work, and to me it'd be boring. Like, it's so boring. Like, I guess I'm the type of person, I need to be stimulated and or like I have to want to, like, it has to be like I didn't get nothing out of, like, okay, like, yeah, okay, money, yeah, but like I feel like I was wasting a lot of time, because y'all know, if you know anything about nursing, when you get into the nursing, you actually get into the nursing program, it takes a lot of your time, and you're doing a lot of studying. It's so fucking boring out there. and no shade to the people who are nurses, I'm just speaking for me, you know. And before the class that I was taking, the lady, it wasn't like, you know, some teachers will like give you a study guide, and the study guide be just like to say, this lady had that like we was in nursing school. Like, we had to look for that shit, we had to study for that shit, and then she'd go over it. Then when she go over it, like, what the fuck, ma'am? This is not like the test. But with the faith of God and a lot of effort and a lot of like making sure that I stay on it, I passed both classes. But anyway, after I passed the first class, I got the opportunity. Oh, while I was taking the first class, I was like making sure that I was being stimulated. I would shoot videos, doing shit I want to do, dancing, posting videos like that, like on my social media, taking pictures, like doing shit that's felt freeing to me because. But anyway, in between, after I passed that first class, I got the opportunity to do a acting project, and yeah, and I was making money from that. And then the end goal was like, okay, I will be going to New York to finish the shooting, like the full process, the final shooting. So there was that. Got into the second part of my nursing, and I passed the class, the grace of God. Studied hard for that, and I still somehow managed to make was it a C or a D? I don't know, was it a D? I studied so fucking hard, and I still managed to, like, I passed the test, and I passed the class. So, at least I passed, right? So, yeah. I passed, and then it was time for me to go to New York. Went to New York. And I went to New York. My sister went with me, and we kind of got, like, the full experience in New York in a way, because, like, it was in a good part. Like, we was in the apartment Airbnb we was at. It was nice. It was so fucking nice. And then I shot the footage that I was supposed to shoot, and we got to walk around New York. We didn't take the bus. We took the train, and we discovered the train station of New York City. We got to, me and my sister, well, my sister eats a full vegan diet, and I eat a mostly vegan diet, but I eat fish. So going to New York from Bama hold up, y'all. So going from Bama to New York as a person who eats a particular diet, like mostly plant-based, when I tell you, or even just being a person who also, I feel like I dress different from a lot of people around here. Like, I thrift shop and also add my own spin to it, you know what I'm saying? So just like go to New York for me and my sister, but yeah, of course I'm speaking for myself. It was like I was at home. Like, my experience in New York was a good experience. Very different to me, different atmosphere from Bama. My experience living here, when me being at the little town that I do stay, I always feel like I will always, when I get on, I will always come back and fix the time, of course. But I always feel like I'm not supposed to be here forever. You know what I'm saying? So it was just also my experience in New York. The people there was nice. I was like, what? And we went to what really sparked like all the events that happened, a lot of synchronicities. While I was doing, like, we was shooting, while we was acting, or I was in that experience, I felt it. And it was something that I do not feel at all. When it comes to nursing, I really enjoyed not just, like, it was everything. The people, or also the feeling like doing what you're doing and being able to really feel it. And my acting coach was like, do you feel that? Like, if you say a line and it sounds believable or not. She's like, did you feel that? And I was like, no. She's like, did you ask again? I'm like, yeah, I felt that. And literally, it was like, it's literally intuition. And I realized how, like, I was into the things that I was into connected to that. Like, to me, intuition, tarot, all that, and acting and emotions and all that type of stuff, how all that was connected. And, like, before I went to New York, I was already getting thoughts and feelings of like, oh my God, is nursing really what I want to do? And a week before we went to New York, I had pulled cards, and like I didn't even ask, but I knew it was about nursing. And it was basically saying like, you know, it's not something you want to do. And I had read it as like, okay, I'm not going to get accepted, because before, it was a couple of days before I knew I got accepted. So I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to get accepted. And I was hoping that I wouldn't get accepted, just so I would not go through with the nursing program, because I was like, I get a job or something, I don't know. So yeah, so before I even went to New York, I was getting feelings like, oh my God, I don't know if this is really what I want to do. Like, it was coming in heavy. Then when I went to New York, it kind of sealed the deal, because when I tell you, a lot of experiences that I was having, they were very synchronistic. And then I would ask God, like, God, you know what, I've been feeling like, after the day over with, we've been discovering New York, I remember it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, God, give me a sign before I go to sleep. Give me some signs. No, I'm trying to see. Yeah, give me some signs. Like, what should I do? Da da da. Literally, it was a point of where we got in a cab. We called a cab because we was lost. And we got a cab, and the man, people in New York do not listen to the radio. I don't shit be playing on around here. Anyway, on the radio station, he was literally watching a sermon or listening to a sermon of someone like saying like, follow your dreams, and doing, basically saying the shit that I was going through. And it was like God was talking to me. Then I look on the screen, you get what I'm saying, like a whole bunch of synchronicities. That wasn't the only thing that happened. It was something else that happened very similar to that. I was like, God is talking to me loud and fucking clearly. And I realized that, I also was listening to a lot of people talk about their experiences and their life path. People who are what I want to be, and how the things that they went through, or like people that they know, or however way it was just being around people who are where you want to be, and you like wow, or even just being able to experience a lifestyle of how it could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, God makes it positive, makes it, God's spirit, whoever you want to call it, allows us to experience experiences, whether, especially if it's like something that you always want to get a little taste of it, just to, even if it's just a video, even if you're not like you experience another person's experience, or even if you got the chance to experience it, it's like, this is what you have if you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like if I would have never put myself out there on the internet, or even just, because before posting the stuff that I put, whether it's videos on YouTube or videos or pictures on Instagram, it was before posting stuff, especially a year ago, I would, or even sometimes now, well, I don't do it like I used to, but I used to like literally have anxiety. Like I explained in my other video, like before I shot my shot, yeah, I watched that video, my love life is dry. Like, I would have anxiety, like, oh my gosh, should I do this? And then I literally turn my phone off and throw it, just so I wouldn't delete it. Or I just tell myself, don't delete this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I did not put myself out there, if I did not follow my intuition, okay, even when I wasn't sure, or when I questioned my intuition, I would not have got this chance to be here, or So with that, I was in New York, and my last day in New York, I know I already had made up my decision. I hadn't even told nobody but myself, and I was getting all these nudges, of course, checking in, with myself and with God. And I had knew when I stepped foot back in Alabama after we got off the plane, that what I was gonna do after, and that was to not go through with nursing school, because it wasn't for me. But I also knew that I can't keep doing this, like when I keep doing, let me see, I had to be in the, I'ma have to be in the process of like, you gotta keep going. You can't let your emotions, that's why I feel like a year ago and not right now, it's a different person standing in front of you. And it's not based off of like, okay, I guess it's also like for me really doing a lot of taking accountability for my own actions and the stuff that I played into to why things didn't work out. Because I gave up so quickly. Or when life got too hard, I decided to quit. And I did this a lot. And I know I cannot do that now. And it's a blessing that I was able to get a job again at Walmart. Like last time I was a temp. So it wasn't like, it's like, you know. But I'm able to get that opportunity again. And it's about me being like, okay, you have a plan. You know this is temporary. You have other things that you are doing. All you have to do is believe in yourself. And also with having a plan, you have to know that a lot of other people are not going to see that plan. Shout out to Tabitha Brown, because she did a little TikTok like this. A lot of other people ain't going to see the plan. It ain't meant for them. It's yours. God gave it to you. Blah, blah, blah. Quoting Tabitha. You got to stick to the plan. And with all the experiences that I've had in the past, knowing that a lot of things that happen within a year from now, within a year ago and now, I manifested with my mind. Because I thought about, I always been trying to go to New York, and it kind of happened and fell in my lap. Like, didn't fall in my lap because a lot of events had to happen before that happened. But, like, the way it happened and how I was able to experience New York. So, just knowing that things are possible and staying optimistic and also not giving up and making sure that I'm not lazy. Because it's easy to be lazy out here, God, but when you want to get somewhere, you can't be lazy. So literally now, working at Walmart, have my own money. Oh, have my own money, no building on my own money. And I have a plan. And I know I'm probably going to look back at this video a year from now, or a couple of years from now, and look back like, wow, look at you, you know. Or even just somebody else have to go through this. No, baby, you are not alone. And know that we're going to get where we want to be, and there's nothing wrong with taking. And to me, this is like not even just taking a chance, because no matter what you decide to do with your life, whether it is go to school or have a plan, do something creative, either way, you're taking a chance. But depending on that chance, at least you're doing something that you want to do. Like, whether you do what you want to do, nursing, you want to do whatever, you doing what you want to do because that's what you want to do. That's what you feel like you're meant to do. Like, it's just a thing of like having faith and knowing just because popular opinion is dominant around you does not mean that you have to fall into that same way of being. Or like, the popular thing is to go do this and da-da-da. That doesn't mean that you have to go do that because other people are doing it, or just because it's something that you're doing makes other people uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people are not going to have faith in you, okay? They're not. But it's about you being that fighter and holding on to your vision and knowing that I have faith in me. And that's the whole thing of what people say. You have to believe in yourself before other people believe in you. Because there's a lot of people who are, whether they are celebrities or successful people, and they did something that was out of the ordinary to people around them, they had to believe in themselves and then take that action. And then it may, no matter how long it took or how it happened or whatever, it happened with time and effort and with taking the initiative and saying fuck you to the fucking the people who don't believe you and all that type of shit, or even your own thoughts. You know, it takes a strong person. It takes a person who, I mean, you gotta hold on to the vision and know, hey, yes, we're gonna get what we want to do. We're gonna get what we want to be, okay? And it's gonna happen. Why? Because I know I'm trusting myself and I'm trusting God, and I know that I'm gonna take the action that is needed to get there, okay? But yeah, so the journey, the marathon continues. And we are growing as we speak. So if you got this far to the video, I hope this video was at least able to help someone, or just like, I don't know, fill you in, or even inspire you in some type of way. I don't know. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, please comment down below. And also know this is a tarot channel as well, honey. So if you're into tarot, you can check out the tarot on my channel, or I might link it, I might not, because I be forgetting. Also, if you like the vibe, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification button so you get notified when I post. Also, what else? Check out the other videos on this channel too, and music that I got linked. I gotta update that anyway. But thank you for watching. Share this video with whoever needs it, and I will see y'all next video. Peace.